Ow! Hey, what was that? Sorry, Regis.
A physical photograph. The team. February 2067. Regis is probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same.
Wow, that's a lot of green. Excuse me.
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
Can you tell me what happened?
Baxter got killed.
In any more detail?
When we started this afternoon, a whole lot of samples had been tampered with. We tried to call Baxter to find out what the hell was going on in the specimen bank.
And he didn't answer.
He didn't. Turned out the door to the specimen bank was locked too.
You haven't seen the body?
No, not in person, if that's what you mean. We got the camera feed online, but it was obvious that Baxter wasn't going to be coming out.
When did you last see him?
Guess it could have been Wednesday?
So he could have been killed any time in the past 3 days?
I guess, but it wouldn't fit with everything else.
What's the purpose of this lab? Plant studies?
Yes and no. It's a TP lab, telepresence. There's a lot of research that's not exactly legal in some countries.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms from scratch. That's flowering plants to you.
Gee, thanks. Why would people want new flowers?
Sometimes it's a drug delivery method. The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch. You've got a keen mind. What's your take on this?
Hey, I'm not the detective, young lady. You know what I think? I think Regis did what they ought to have done 20 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, something strange. Since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
You seem preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take. Oh, I could punch Regis for this. Though I want to shake his hand for Baxter so it kinda evens out.
What's been done to the samples?
He's used a customized viral vector to add huge amounts of junk DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch. Huh. Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think so?
It's incomplete. The two samples only make up a third of the data. But M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's left a message.
What does it say?
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's engineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill the gaps in the clue he left.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and... I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had blue flowers, variegated, that is, multicolored leaves, and produced long fruit. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
I'd better not. If I... I've taken a DNA sample from it. I've taken it. I've taken it. Looks like Regis didn't hide any... Looks like Regis didn't hide any data in that one. Looks like Regis didn't hide... I've taken a DNA sample from it. I've taken... I've taken it. Looks like Regis didn't hide any... Looks like Regis did... Looks like Regis did... Excuse me, Dr.
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and... I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had blue flowers, variegated, that is, multicolored leaves, and produced long fruit.
I wonder why Regis hid a message inside the DNA of these plants.
DNA's been used as a data storage medium before. Rather than on-off binary, DNA would be quaternary bits: adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. If he just left a message on one of the systems, though, or even on paper...
Then someone could have destroyed or erased it. Short of burning down the entire lab, they'd have no way to be sure they destroyed a message hidden like this.
Especially since he's scrambled so many of the other samples as camouflage.
He needs to make sure it's found, and based on the layout, he wants me to find it.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll...
taken it. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like Regis. Looks like Looks like I've taken it. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like Looks like Looks like I've taken it. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like Regis. Looks like Regis. Looks like Regis. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like Regis didn't hide. Looks like Regis did. Looks like Regis. I've taken it. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like Regis. Looks like Regis did. Looks like Regis did. I've taken a deal. I've taken. I've taken. Looks like. Looks like Regis. Looks like Regis didn't hide any data in that one. Hi there.
Era of moral crisis, punishment of evil, you may suffer from moral law.
What happened here?
I am a possibility to move it from the TV.
I see. Can I get your name?
Nihilism asked you a question?
Okay. What's your role at this facility?
Is a person of the worst living as a survival pull the battle of long-term staybirds at their roots?
Uh-huh. My name's Dr. Max Lau. I'm a cell case specialist.
Whenever the teacher told you the shortest way.
You're not making any sense.
Era of moral crisis, punishment of evil, you may suffer from moral law.
Are you alright?
Did Marge lend her a lot of money?
I give up.
I can't not promise to avoid not doing that thing I don't do.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing. And as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll...
Warning. Security clearance not valid for access to Growth Lab. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason.
I need to ask Meester about the tampered specimens. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
Find a way to break it down early then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth. We grow potentially.
I'm trying to conduct a... Don't make me get a...
I'm sorry. We can't.
Not even...
I'd need.
I need to ask Meester. How do I cure...
Well, you wouldn't really. It's a. Find a way to break. If we've got an It's an. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse.
Warning. Security clearance. Vickerman.
I'm going to need to...
Dr. Lau, please continue your investigation of the murder of Dr. Baxter. Your involvement has been requested by the highest level. Please find data relevant to the case on your secure system at cell headquarters.
As much as I love shocking things, I don't think it'll help. What do you think of this?
Oh my. Is that Goodness, it seems like such a long time ago. The project was just starting and we were all so buoyant, so keen.
I've never seen Regis looking this happy before.
He was a different man before he lost Vicky. He's always been a good one, though. I still can't quite believe he'd have done this.
And if you don't help me, Central's going to hunt him down. Please, Dr. Chigwa, I need to get into the growth lab as part of my investigation.
All right, then. I don't know if you'll find anything significant in there. If it helps clear Charlie, though... There. I've added you to the access list.
This could be useful. Looks like a lot of cartridges for the injector.
I am a possibility to move it from the TV.
Really? How interesting.
Beached questions, you injector?
Say that again?
Overpass, did you stick me with an injector? Now I'll have to get my aphasia rechecked. Not cool, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm CS Dr. Lau. I've been tasked with this investigation.
Martin Easter. I've been tasked with the factoring lab.
You work with Dr. Chigwa?
I work for chigwa. I'm just the intern. Means I get stuck with all the lousy jobs she won't do.
I understand. I was an intern once.
So, what's CS? A detective?
Case specialist. So, yes, I guess you could say that.
Cool.
I'd like to hear from you what happened.
So, we came in this afternoon for the late shift, right? I checked on the factoring line, and it turns out the specimens are nuked up.
In what sense?
They don't match the catalog anymore. Not that they're supposed to be. I figured Baxter nuked up again, so I checked the feed.
That's when you found the body?
Yeah, but the chigwa won't let me get a look. Told me to get back to work what she called cell. Hey, can I get a look at the body with you?
I'm afraid not. Official procedure and stuff.
Bummer.
Why'd you go and give yourself aphasia?
Not just that. There are loads of syndromes. It's maladies, man.
Aren't diseases like that dangerous, though?
It's not permanent, man. We ain't stupid. What wear nodes in the body create the symptoms of things we want, which UN and broke. Gee, thanks.
Sorry about that. In any case, they're temporary then.
Exactly.
I still don't get it. What's the hook for maladism?
Man, you old folk never get things like MD.
Old?
Most of these syndromes are diseases that are completely curable. They just don't happen anymore. Society says no to them.
So it's countercultural? An act of rebellion?
Exactly. Diseases like that make the establishment uncomfortable. They don't want it to be a part of their society. But we show them they can't ever get rid of it completely.
You're rubbing their faces in it then.
And in another way, it's kind of retro. Illnesses like that are what shape society. The Black Death made Europe what it is.
Gotta appreciate the classics.
For a lot of us, it's also about who's hardest. Posers go for little things like botulism or influenza. But you know someone's got real nodes on them if they can stand a month with HIV.
So, what other diseases have you tried?
Loads of them. Parkinson's, syphilis, tuberculosis. Last month, it was Hansen's disease.
Wait, leprosy?
Yeah, if you're a Zift, Hansen's is the real name.
Sounds like quite a selection.
That's why I came to study in Newton. Eurofed's just starting to get into MD culture. Even talking about banning it. Newton's where it's at for it. You guys are a lot cooler about what you let people do.
On an individual basis, certainly. That's pretty much the founding philosophy here. Dr. Chigwa tells me that some of the specimens have been tampered.
Oh yeah, I found one of those. Man, couldn't they have just killed the guy without messing up my work?
I need to find it. Which specimen was it?
Oh, a Corsae Brasileira. When I found it, I just thought Baxter was nuking it up again.
What did you do with it?
I just sent it back to the specimen lab. Should be there in the sample store.
Remind me, what was that specimen you found?
Jeez, what are you, senile? It was a Corsae Brasileira.
Alright, I'll let you get back to your job.
Whatever.
Oh god, what a mess. It's some kind of slime. Maybe I should just sample that. I've taken a DNA sample from it. There's nothing in here to sample. I haven't examined the body properly yet. Update Central.
What is the situation, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter is certainly dead. He's been decapitated, and not cleanly either.
His head has been removed.
More like destroyed. At a glance, this would be the most likely cause of death. I haven't examined the body. Nothing unusual found on the body, Central. Estimation on time of death?
The climate control in the specimen lab is compromising your sensors. Ambient temperature is just above freezing. What is your estimation of the incident, Dr. Lau?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was murdered. We can't even be sure that this was the cause of death.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will no doubt follow the autopsy.
Don't send in anyone yet. I still need to carry out a preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation of events surrounding the incident.
Understood. Lau out. I hope I can find something to get Regis off the hook. Looks like Regis didn't hide any data in that one. I've taken a DNA sample from it. I've taken a DNA sample from it. Huh. It won't let me take a sample from this one. I guess it needs to have grown a bit first. It worked! Looks like Regis... I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it. The growth matrix won't. The growth matrix. The growth matrix. I've taken it. I've taken it. Excuse me.
Yeah?
What do you think of Dr. Chigwa?
She's a hard ass, but she knows what she's doing. Kinda thinks she feels wasted working here.
What can you tell me about Dr. Baxter?
Not much. He only started here a couple of weeks ago. Chigwa dropped him in the specimen lab and kinda left him here.
She neglected him?
Nah, he just barely left. Could have been a workaholic, but I think he just couldn't focus on anything else.
Did he ever talk about his past with you?
Man, he didn't even talk to me, period, about anything.
What's your personal opinion of Dr. Baxter?
He didn't talk much. One yoked up guy. Chigwa told me he'd been released from jail. Looked like he had a governor in his head.
That's correct. It affected his behavior?
Dude, that's an understatement. That Malkin was like a zombie. One time, I dropped the whole sample tray in his lab. Anyone else would have yelled at me. He started to get mad, then looked just about ready to puke.
The governor inhibited violent thought. He'd been serving a murder sentence.
Oh, no way. Who'd he whack?
That's confidential.
Man, that's unfair. You're a tease.
Remind me, what was that specimen you found?
Jeez, what are you, senile? It was a Cordyceps brasileira.
All right, I'll let you.
Whatever.
Looks like Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and
And?
I can't remember exactly which. I do remember that it had. Is that
For now.
Then if you'll.
Taken a DNA. I've taken it. The growth matrix won't start in that. Better not. It might tell the lab director. can't see them from up. There, I've planted the growth matrix. Let's hope I got Mom's green fingers. This is the one I planted the growth matrix inside. I've taken a DNA sample from it. I hope it doesn't grow in my pocket. There's some more. Looks like Yes!
According to this, he's been dead for well, case. Good luck.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the mess. These don't look like any. I've taken.
Warning, copyright breach in progress.
Excuse me?
You are not authorized to remove Orchidaceae isotria samples from the growth lab. They are copyrighted property of Typho Labs GmbH. Beginning purge.
Hey, my sample! What did you do?
To prevent theft of intellectual property, gene sequences in your possession have been neutralized. Have a nice day.
Gee, thanks. Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you...
Looks like... Excuse me.
Yeah?
I need to remove the Orchidaceae isotria sample from the growth room. Thing is, the airlock told me it was copyrighted, then blasted me with gas.
Yeah, that one belongs to Tifu. They're way touchy about it. Only lab staff are able to remove it for factory.
Could you get the sample for me?
Hey, no way, man. I'm already on 2 strikes for taking stuff out of the lab.
So you could, but you won't.
Sorry, man. Chigwa already think there's a huge street market for things like spark fruit or cracked wetware.
I think there might be a problem in the growth lab. I sorta planted that xenofungus from the growth matrix.
Oh, awesome. That stuff is hella toxic. Nukes nerve tissue up like nothing else.
You sound strangely upbeat about environmental catastrophes.
Nah, man, it's cool. This shit happens all the time. Management gives us time off whenever they run Pico.
Alright, I'll let you get back to your job.
Whatever.
I've taken a deal. They're keeping things in here because they're probably not what Oops. Excuse me.
Yeah?
Hey, the pipes in the growth lab are leaking.
You get again? Better go fix it before Chigwa starts yelling.
I've taken. You better not lose it. It's only compatible with the sampler tool. It's only There's some more. Aha! Got some.
Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've got me.
Oh no, Regis, no, no, no.
But Lau, ignore anything left in the recording up to this point.
Huh?
Sorry for being so unhelpful with the message, but I had to be sure you were the one who heard it first. Everyone will be saying that I came to the lab for Baxter, and they might be right. Except that he's been dead since before I got here.
Yes!
We need to touch bases on this case. Meet me where we were both first involved in a case. I'll try to explain when you get here. Good luck.
Oh, thank God. You've got some explaining to do, Regis.
What the hell did you think you were doing? We need her alive!
I saw an opportunity for striking back at Regis, a kind of poetic justice.
At Regis? You've never even met the man.
Yes, but
You haven't offloaded Baxter yet, have you? Look, There might just be a use for your newfound vendetta. The tap on his partner was successful. She found where Regis is hiding. He's an unfactored element. Now, he needs to be removed from the equation.
Don't worry. I'll kill him myself if it comes to it.
There's only so much of the city's resources that can be diverted to this. Find him, finish him, then return for offloading. Remember, I'm your controller, not Baxter.
Don't be so sure.
So I got out. I managed to find somewhere to lie low, but I know what Central's capable of. You can only hide from it for so long. Lau had better find that message before an aerostat comes this way. What the hell?